I got invited and went to the Playboy Man. This is when I tried to make a joke that never worked.
Okay.
And I don't know why. Maybe because at the time I was like 23 or 24, and so I think like I would go on the road and try and do this joke about me going to the Playboy Mansion, and like people just didn't find it funny because they were like, "Fuck this 24-year-old for going to the Playboy Mansion."
Oh yeah, they were definitely jealous.
Yeah, like living out somebody else's dream.
Every guy's dream there.
Which was so strange, by the way, because when you get there, like, I mean, at 23, I think 23 or 24, it was like super sensory overload. I went to the Magic Castle like a month prior, and I was in the same tour group as Cooper Hefner.
Is that
Hugh Hefner's kid?
Okay.
And Cooper couldn't have been, and I will say this to the day, like the 2 experiences I've had with him in my life, but I got to hang with him that night for a while. Couldn't be a nicer, more humble, down to earth, like
nice,
normal, just genuine good human being.
Cool.
Yeah, I think he's married now.
That's always nice to
he's
hear.
married now. He's got a family. Like he just didn't prescribe to that. Like just an outstanding fucking human.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And he's got a cool name.
Yeah. Cooper Hefner. Yeah. Pretty good name. Anyway, so got invited to the Playboy Mansion for like I forget which party it was. It was like a spring party. I forget what it was called.
Gosh,
but like
that's so exciting.
Yeah. Like the pajama party. Yeah.
What did you wear? Or is this going to mess up the story?
No, it's not going to mess up the story at all. This is how dumb I was.
23 too. This is prime.
So 23, not even in LA a year yet.
Oh.
From Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Guess what I came in with PJ wise?
Oh, undies.
No, I came in with seersucker.
Wait,
like you remember the seersucker suits that like men wear, the blue stripe, like linen, blue and white stripe, like Southern men.
Oh, like the classy, like the soft.
A seersucker suit, yeah.
Oh, so you're looking like dapper.
Yeah, I wore like seersucker PJs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's not embarrassing at all.
Well, it was because like other dudes were like, Pauly Shore was in a fucking silk bathrobe with his cock out. And it was so funny because, he's there, and he's in a silk fucking PJ with like tight things with
I love it.
in little slippers. Like, what's up, buddy?
That was good.
Thanks. He no bullshit. We parked in the UCLA like parking garage, and then they shuttle you over because like you have to register there, or they did at the time. And it was like out of a fucking. It was like that night was just like so surreal. It was out of a movie. Like I literally got in the parking garage and literally like Polly like screeched up in the car next to me, and then like 3 girls in like lingerie like rolled out of the car too, and you're like, and like I'm 23, like I grew up watching like Pauly Shore in all these movies and stuff like that. What's so weird is like growing up watching all these films now, and then like out here everybody's accessible to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. So like all of a sudden you're like with like people that you were like, I was 8 and I watched you in films, like. And it's the coolest thing. I remember Sean William Scott from American Pie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you remember that film? Like,
yeah,
you remember
of course.
Stifler?
Yeah.
Like I remember like watching American Pie over and over and over again when I was a kid. And then, like the Stiffmeister. And I was just like, this is fucking nuts. And then I got to do an episode of or whatever fucking show he was on. I don't even remember the name of it. That some TV show I did like an episode, but I met him. And it was just like the nicest man ever. And you're just like, it's so wild. And like you meet people like that. You're like, I grew up like fucking watching you, dude. And now I'm like, it's the craziest thing.
That's what I had Jamie over to do the pod, Kennedy, and I'm like, this is like that was. I grew up watching all of his stuff.
I know everybody watched that Malibu.
Yeah, it is so cool though.
Yeah,
but this is like the 23 being out here for a year. Everything is like this is like a movie.
And like and back then, like LA is much more tame now. It's kind of like, post pandemic is a fucking different LA. But like things were like fast and loose and like wild, and like the city was like fun and exciting. And I was like in my early 20s. I was out and doing all the things, and like. So that was like the first I was at this thing, and Pauly Shore screeching up, women in lingerie coming out. And you're just like, what the fuck is this? What am I in for tonight? And then you get loaded on the bus, and you're like jammed on the bus, and like I was by far the youngest dude, like not even a question.
Did you look young?
Yeah. I looked 23.
Okay.
My eyes were like,
You just have a boner.
Oh God, yeah. Thanks. I wore my tight fucking boxer briefs. So I was like, we're gonna keep this all down tonight. And then you pull up to the house, and it like really is. I don't know. It's one of those things where you're like, I've seen this house. I watch this house like on E all the time. You roll up around the thing, and then you walk in, and then like, I remember there were just 3 women, like that would greet you at the entrance, and they were wearing paint. That's all they were wearing. Just paint. Just paint. And you're just like, what the fuck is this? You just insanity in the craziest way. And then you get out there, and this backyard is massive. And there's and so it's all open. It was all open bars. And there was like a bar here, a bar there, a bar next to the dance floor, a bar out on the lawn, like a bar. And so you would just ping pong from bar to bar to bar, and there was like spreads of like food everywhere, but like every girl there was like, it's the wildest thing. And I've been to like a couple other parties in LA, and like never on purpose. Like I'm like not freaky, and I'm not in that scene at all. But like, have you ever been to like a house party in LA where like women are just walking around naked? You ever been to one of those? Oh, well, hang out with me, kid. Hang out with me.
Take me.
No, I will, but we got to pull our tits out, man. Okay. So it's just the way it goes.
Shit.
Yeah. No.
Can I get paint?
Yeah. Tape, whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah. And so like to just have conversations, like try and have a conversation as a 23-year-old with girls that are just like naked. You know what I mean? And and I'm from the South, where I'm like, I'm just gonna make eye contact with this person, right? I'm just gonna try my hardest to like not look down.
How do you not?
Well,
I mean, you really have to focus.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like laser. It's like laser. I'm to the point where they're like, stop staring at me. Look at my tits, you fucking weirdo. Yeah, it was just like so. It was so surreal. And then then you start to like kind of realize where you're like, oh, I'm the youngest guy, and like all these men are like older men, and like all these younger women are like working.
You're starting to see what's going on.
Yeah, like you kind of just see what all of it really is, and you're just like, wow, this is strange. But you know, I remember being too nervous to eat, so like I didn't. You know what I mean? I don't blame you. Yeah, I was too nervous to eat, and so I would just bounce from bar to bar to bar, and I didn't know anybody. Like I didn't know anybody either. And so,
you must have got shit-faced.
Fucking shit canned to the point where the man I went with, who was his name's it's the old Hollywood name. His name is Alan Bursky, but he was like a old school comic and like magician and guy, like did the tour at the Magic Castle. He he did the tour with Cooper, so both of us got invited to the thing, so I went with him. He had to tell me this because I blacked out. Oh no, I hate someone telling me what I did and I was blacked out. Yeah. I think it's my least favorite thing in the world. So he was like, do you know what I woke? So cut to, I wake up the next morning in my seersucker pajamas on my bathroom floor. You made it home. On my bathroom floor. Yeah. Right? And when I talked, I was just like, what the? No. You were there. I was there. Now what happened? It's over. And now I'm home. He told me that when he told me that at a certain point, I guess I was on the dance floor. Oh no! Screaming, "This is the most magical place on earth, and I'm never leaving." Oh my God! To the point where security had to escort me. Get this kid out! He's too happy. Yeah, he's too happy. Yeah, legit. They like scooped me up and like had to escort me. I got thrown out. Apparently, I got thrown out of the. Yeah. This is the most magical. This is the most magical place on earth, and I'm never leaving. And then you pulled out. And then they're like, "Yeah, this guy's gotta go." Like, what's this kid doing here?
Oh my God. I think now if you did this story on stage, it's funny because it's like you talking about your younger self.
Yeah. I might try it again.
We've all that. And just a bunch of naked girls watching you get pulled out.
Just pulled out, Thank God I don't remember it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is so funny. That's like a thing. It's not even like what you said. Like, that is so just sweet. You were just having so much fun.
Happy. I was having so much fun. Like, so much innocent fun.
I know.
Like innocent fun. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything crazy.
Oh.
I was just like, I peeked in the grotto. I did. Like, there were people in the grotto. It was great.